Going on? Welcome back to another episode of Topic of Discussion. I am your host, Miles Berry. Without further introduction, let's get right into it. So today's topic is titled, What You Need Is Inside. Again, the topic for today is titled, What You Need Is Inside. I titled this topic today that because we always try to rely on people and things to give us our happiness. We try to rely on, okay, if I just go get this job, I know I'm going to be happy again. If I can just go do this or just be with this person, I know I can be happy again, right? And we always try to put our happiness on other people. And I titled this topic for today, What You Need Is Inside, because that happiness that we're trying to get or seek from other people and other things is actually inside of us. Like we have the happiness, but we try to make it seem like it's inside of other people, or it's inside of other things. It's inside of going to buy a house. It's inside of getting inside a relationship. It's inside of going to buy a car. It's inside of moving on from this person. It's inside of, and I'm saying that all to say is we just try to make it seem like other people have our happiness, like they have our heart. And again, just going back to other episodes, we have the power. So therefore our happiness has always been inside of us, but therefore we lose sight of it and also lose it inside of us because we tend to think that it's inside of these other people and other things. So I'm trying to emphasize to us today is that everything that you want out of life is inside of you, right? So that happiness that you're trying to reach is inside of you, right? That positive, happy life, great life, where you think the grass is greener on the other side, you're in control of the grass greener on the other side. Like you always just think like, okay, if I go do this, this is going to make me happy. This is going to fulfill me in every way possible, but you're not being fulfilled because you don't want to be fulfilled. You're not reaching that point of happiness. You're not feeling that whatever feeling that you're trying to reach in your life, it's because of you. It's not because of other people. It's not because of other things. It's not because you don't have things in your life. Of course, you're supposed to be going to get your goals. You're supposed to be striving towards success. You're supposed to be striving towards positive people in your life. You're supposed to be striving towards a healthy relationship. You're supposed to be striving towards a healthy life for yourself, right? You're supposed to be striving towards all these things, but we are in control of all these things. So you try to say, okay, well, maybe if I just get with this person, they're going to make me so happy. Well, you should already be happy before you meet that person. You should already have your own happiness. We got to stop relying on people to give us our happiness. We got to stop saying, okay, if I go buy this, this is what I need right now. It's temporary satisfaction, right? Because we all know when we go get it, we might be satisfied in the moment, but at some point we're going to want something else, because that's just part of us living in society and living in the world, because it's always going to be more. It doesn't matter how much money that you get or how much money that you have in your whole life. It's always going to be the desire to get more. You always going to want more. It's always going to be something that you want, and it costs more, right? So therefore people are like, you know what, if I get this set amount of money, I'm good. And you probably are good, but then you're gonna see something, because now you already reached that whatever number it was in your life, or that X amount of money in your life. Now you reached it. Now you start looking at things higher. Okay, well, I can already afford everything right here in my circle, everything that I want to hear. So let me start reaching, or let me start looking up at other things that I can get. So now when you look up at that, it's like, that's attainable maybe, right? So now I just got to go get more money. Okay, so you might have a car. All right, I like this car. I had it for a couple years. All right, now I want another car. You get what I'm saying? What I'm getting at here is we put our happiness inside of materials and inside of people, and I want us to be happy because of us. I want you to wake up and not have no desire to put your happiness inside of other people or other things. I need you happy because of you. I need you happy because you're happy with who you are as a person, the things that you do on a daily basis, the type of energy that you give to other people along with yourself. When you look in the mirror, I want you happy with that image that you see in the mirror, and I want you being able to strive towards success, strive towards your goals, but at the same time realize, like, you know, wherever I'm at in my life, regardless of if this is where I want to be or not, I'm gonna find my happiness here. And I know I've been talking about this on the past couple of episodes, but I guess this has just been heavy on my heart, and it's just something maybe I want to talk about. But at the same time, I want us to understand this because I see it so much. I see it in myself as well, and I also see it in other people. You know, we rely on so much to bring us happiness, but if you just rely on yourself and you start seeking that happiness within yourself, within your heart, within your soul, within your relationship with God, within your daily walk, when you go and try to build a relationship, or you go buy this car, you go buy this house, or you go on vacation, you do all these things that's part of the world, your happiness will already be rooted inside of you. So now you know how to be happy around other people and things. It's not like you're relying on them to give you your happiness. You're already happy and you're bringing your happiness, and they should be doing the same thing. They're bringing their happiness within themselves. So now when you guys get around each other, everything is very genuine, right? Everything is very genuine. It's a genuine relationship. When you're looking for a partner, you should look for someone that it feels natural. Nothing should be forced. They should love you for who you are. They should like you for who you are. Same thing with friendships. Everybody around you in your circle should like you for who you are, not who they want you to be, not for your potential, not for anything else, but for who you are as a person. And we tend to let that go over our heads sometimes, but I want us to be great in life. I want us to continue pushing. I want us to continue to be great. And I just want us to understand today that whatever you're chasing after life, whatever you're reaching, whatever you're trying to do in your life, everything is attainable. Everything, every single thing is attainable, and you are where you need to be in your life right now. Hold on, pause. Part 2 coming in just a second. I gotta go part. So like I was saying, you are where you need to be in your life, because everything that you have gone through, everything that you have faced in your life, people that you lost, the hardships that you had to go through, the different jobs that you had to go through to be where you are now, everything that you had to go through in your life, it has gotten you to where you are now in your life, right? And when we go through things, we should learn from our mistakes. We should be learning from our mistakes. We should be growing as an individual. We should be maturing. We should be going through the growing stage in different chapters of our life. So as we grow and as we develop into this young man, woman, whoever that we're growing into, we should be developing our character. We should be developing who we are as a person. We should be maturing. We should be doing everything in our life that we need to be doing on a daily basis, right? So therefore, I'm saying you are where you need to be right now because you still have life, right? And there are people that didn't wake up this morning. There are people that did not get the opportunity to wake up this morning and have another chance at life, to get their life together, to reach their goals, to reach their aspirations, to reach all the things they desire out of life. People don't have the opportunity because they didn't wake up this morning, but you did. So you still have to develop who you are as a person and still grow as an individual and still let yourself be as great as you want to be in your life. And just because you go through things and just because we go through hard times, that doesn't mean that we break down or we continue to destroy ourselves every year or every time that we go through something, or we feel like, okay, this happened and then, man, this just happened again, because now you start to lose yourself when you feel like, okay, maybe you make a mistake and then maybe a year later you make the same mistake, right? So now you're going to be down on yourself. One, definitely after you already mature and you already grown. So now you already understand the things that you're doing on a daily basis. So now when you make mistakes, you have grown from your past. So now you hold yourself more accountable when you make mistakes, right? So therefore, now when we're making mistakes, we're making it, but at the same time, it's like, okay, I'm not going to let this happen again. And even if it does happen again, you should be growing, right? You should be growing. So therefore, you have a conscious, you're making a conscious effort to do better. But maybe in your past, when you made the mistake, it was just a mistake, or it was just like, I don't even care, right? So what I'm getting at by saying all these things are, one, we're growing, one, we're maturing, one, we're finding ourselves through the things that we go through in our life. And that's why I say you are where you need to be right now, because as we go through things, we develop and we find who we are as a person, right? And sometimes we have to go through things, and sometimes they're not things that we like, and sometimes they're things that we didn't have to go through, but we took ourselves down that path. But when we go down this path, we should be developing who we are as a person, our character development, right? So therefore, as we go through all of these things, we still should be building our happiness, or we should be gaining our happiness if we don't have it at all, right? So therefore, Don't let the things that you go through in your life destroy you as a person. Everything that you go through should build you as a person. Even the lessons learned, the mistakes, the problems, the issues, the constant battles, let it make who you are as a person in a positive manner. Saying, okay, I'm going through this, but let's set out a plan of how we're going to handle this. This is what I'm going through right now, but I'm not going to let it break me. This is what I dealt with in my past, but now I'm no longer going to allow this in my life. I'm setting these boundaries. So now I'm no longer allowing people to hurt me the way they did in my past. There should be some type of character development as you grow in your life, as you turn these chapters in your life, as you get older in your life. There should be some type of character development that you're developing in your life, right? So again, going back to the topic, basically what you need is in yourself. Everything that you need, everything that you desire, everything that you should want out of life should start with you, right? You start with you. If you want a healthy relationship, it should start with you. Are you ready for a healthy relationship? How have you built yourself up to get yourself together for a healthy relationship? Have you already gone through enough time enough time by yourself where you sit with yourself and learn who you are as a person? What makes me mad? What makes me sad? What makes me happy? How do I cater to this person? How do I love this person correctly? And that takes time with learning this person and spending time with this person, but at the same time, you can develop yourself before you even get to know this person. So therefore, what you give them can be very genuine, can actually be authentic in who you are as a person, instead of you trying to get with them and then trying to build you as a person. Does that make sense? Let me say it again, because when you start going around genuine people and you start building yourself up throughout your life and actually reaching that character development and where you want to be in your life, you shouldn't be going around people and expecting them to give you what you need, or expecting them to boast your life up or boost your life up, or give you some type of character development that you've been seeking from yourself. You should already be seeking that character development and already be boosting your energy and your life up. So therefore, when you get around this person, you're giving them your authentic self, not trying to be around them so they can make you authentic or so they can build you up the way that you want to be built up. Do not rely on people to give you that, right? We should already be happy. We should already be, I'm not going to say develop, because everybody's not developed, but we should be developing, right? And we're always going to be developing throughout life. We're always going to be gaining a relationship with God throughout our life. We're always going to be getting to know someone more throughout our life. It doesn't stop, right? It doesn't stop. We're always learning something new. That's just part of life, right? And again, just to kind of come to a conclusion of all this, don't rely on people or things to give you happiness. Don't rely on people and things to give you character development. Don't rely on people and things to make you authentic. Don't rely on people and things to give you what you desire out of yourself for your life. It's your life. It's what you desire out of yourself, not what you desire out of them, not what they desire out of you. It's what you desire out of yourself. So don't rely on anybody, anything, or nothing in this world to give you that. Rely on yourself and rely on your relationship with God to give you a good enough path with good enough light to walk down the right path for you. All right, I hope you guys learned something today. This has been Topic of Discussion. Miles Berry, we out.